Hello, welcome to SAFC Fan TV Live, and we are on match day for a live day stream of the Sunderland Swansea game. The team news is out, as you can see there. Patterson, Hume, Sealt, O'Nien, Yelder, Styles, Neil, Ekwa, Bar, Job, Rusin. Now, my only concern is the front three, as it were, Bar, Job and Rusin. I wanted to see Mundell, Hemir and Rusin. So we shall see. What does everyone think of the team? Anna Wilkie's in the chat says, how are the lads? Let me know your thoughts on the team news. We've got Rigg on the bench, Mundell on the bench, Pembele, Hemir. Lots of options there for Dodds. Let me know if you're receiving me as well and hearing me okay. How are we all doing today? Where you're watching from? Let me know where you're watching from as well. Roger, good to hear. Not a lover of Bar. I think he's too weak. How are the lads, says Lee Sheeran. Yeah, I'm surprised Job's on the pitch after his recent performances. And I'm surprised Mundell's not on the pitch after his last game. So, two changes there. Quite shocked, but maybe they'll make an impact coming on the pitch. We shall see. Hopefully, Dodds will be a lot more reactive to what's going on and be able to change the formations up quickly. We have the game backed up 2-3 times here, so if we have technical difficulties again, hopefully we've got contingencies upon contingencies. Hearing you well from Japan, mate. Thank God he's gone with 3 at the back. Yes. I don't think he had much choice. Is that what he's done? I've not seen the actual formation lineup yet. And I know Google formations can't always be trusted. Let's have a look. Yeah, Google's saying it's 4-1-4-1. With Yelder, Sealt, O'Nien, Hume as the back four, Dan Neil just in front of them, then Bar, Ekwa, Bellingham, Styles and Rusin up front. So I don't know how accurate that is. We shall see as they come out on the pitch. HMTV, Washington lad tuning in from Taiwan. Away the lads. Nice. Taiwan. Excellent. Welcome to SAFC Fan TV International. Glad you can all join me today. Hopefully for Dodds' first win. We need wins back to back now. And we've got 2 really difficult fixtures coming up. So it couldn't be more vital. We've got an away game against Norwich, but we know what our away form's like. And then we've got Leicester City at the Stadium of Light. So couldn't be more vital to get 3 points right now. Just turning this audio down a bit in my ear, sorry. So what do we think of Dodds? Do we think he'll get the job done? Brian Scotia Mackham says, hey, Mike, last time I was painting the bathroom. This time I'm tiling the kitchen. Thanks for the commentary. Only thing keeping me going through these renovations. Well, when you're done with all that, Brian, I've got a few rooms that could do with a lick of paint here. And I'm moving house in a couple of months, so I'll need all that doing. So you'll never be short of work. It does say 3 back on the lineup here. With Sealt, O'Nien and Yelder as the back 3. Dan Neil and Ekwa as the holding midfield. I think Ekwa needs to play more forward. Don't like that. I do think Mundell should have played. I am very disappointed Mundell's not on the pitch. We do have people from SAFC Fan TV, regulars of the channel, at the game today. You might not see them though, because they are in corporate, larding it up with the upper class. So if you do happen to pass them, just, give them a nod. Oh, waited for kickoff here. I'm not sure of the Swansea team as of yet. Let's have a quick look at the Swansea team. So we've got Rushworth in goal. They have they've got 4-2-3-1. So the more attacking version of what we've got, kind of. But it looks wider the way they're playing, if this is accurate. So we've got the back four of Timon, Wood, Cabango, Norton. Grimes and Allen in the central midfield, and then Placheta, Patterson, Ronald, and Cullen. The front four there. Not many of note on the bench that I'm really thinking of, but they're right back. Is that who we've had? I'm sure we had a Kyle Norton, didn't we? I might be wrong. I thought we had a Kyle Norton, or we were looking to sign him at some point, but I could be wrong on that one. Styles is an outstanding player. Watch his speed and movement. Yeah, I watched the YouTube highlights. Now, I know what you're going to say. YouTube highlights can make any player look good, but it's not like a striker where it just shows back-to-back goals. It was just showing like his build-up play and the runs he makes, but actually producing passes at the end of them, which I think is something we've missed recently. Audrey says, what do you think about Job? He's a lovely guy. Recently, he's been very off the game. Now, Dodds worked with his brother a long time ago, so maybe he can do the same with him. And when he came on as a sub, he looked really good and impactful. When we're winning, he looks like he plays with confidence. But just from the off, most of the time, he looks like he doesn't want to be on the ball. So David Jackson says drop Job, and I would agree with him for this game, or for a couple of games at least. Make him put the effort in. We've got the music playing for the players to come out now. 5 minutes from kickoff we are. Get me your score predictions in the comments now if you want to give a score prediction. I believe I said 2-0 for this one, but one of my scorers was Mundell, so he's going to have to come off the bench and do that if I'm going to be right. So we shall see. We shall see. Can we keep a clean sheet this time round? That's the question. 25 people joining me at the moment. I know you've got loads of options when it comes to streaming, so I do appreciate the people that are here. If you could give a like while you're here, share it out by all means. It's all appreciated. Brian Scotia Mackham is going 3-2 with a Hamir late winner. A header by chance, Brian. So we'll see. At the end, I'm gonna I'm going to favourite all of your score predictions. Stars and Mundell together score 5-1. Oh, wow. I'm going to star all your predictions and we'll see who's right at the end. Lee Sheeran says early goal 3-1. If not, it'll be a long 90 minutes. There we go. Any more predictions before we start? I'm not taking predictions 80 minutes in. They need to be now or never. Conrad, I know you're watching. Get your prediction in. Here we go. That referee definitely has small man syndrome. Looks like a referee's mascot coming out. Full crowd. That's what we like to see. On the rooftop, shout it out. Ready, I'm ready to go. Neil singing along with that there. It was great. 1-0 SAFC, says Conrad Lee. Mandy Gray's saying 1-0 and Pierre Ekwa to score. Derek Gadsden says 2-0. It's good that Dodds has come up with a new formation. Obviously, we're going to be missing Clark. No Clark wonder goals, but time to shine for the other players. Can't rely on him. Got to work for this one. I don't know if anybody saw, but we reposted it on our Twitter account as well. So go and follow us on Twitter. But we reposted the lads were wearing shirts for Tony Mowbray during the warm-up, which was great to see. Beale scores Swansea's goal. Be a good trick. HMTV says 2-0. You fly me out to the UK, I'll give you a week's work. If prices keep going up the way they are, the flight will probably be cheaper than hiring somebody to do the work. So you might be on there, Brian. Be careful. Digs and unlimited brews included. There we go. Only fools rush in. Watch the people drop off as I sing. Falling in love with you. Nothing beats hearing the crowd sing that. Oh, still gives me goosebumps. Come on. If you do want to find us on X or Twitter, the username is pretty much exactly the same on here. It's at SAFC Fan TV, all one word. So make sure you follow along with us on there. We're just about to kick off here. I will try and maintain commentary as much as I possibly can and not stumble over my words too badly, so Brian can hear while he's tiling. Wish I could make it today. Yes, I wish I could make it every game. Unfortunately, life gets in the way. And we're off, and Swansea with possession for the kickoff. So let's see how high we press to begin with. Long ball forward to Swansea on the left-hand side. Ekwa and Hume putting pressure on. It's got past Ekwa and Hume. Run open on the left here. Cuts into the box. And Hume puts it out for a corner. 30 seconds in and it's a Swansea corner. Time to wake up, lads. Come on. Yes, definitely David Jackson. We are all, our thoughts are all with Tony Mowbray at the moment. Timon taking this corner. Comes in low, hard, comes to the far outside of the box. Delivered back into the centre, way too far. It's gone out for a Sunderland goal kick. There's Dodds on the sideline. Without hands in his pockets. Good start, good start. Played short again, this ball. Under pressure, ball gets forward, but Swansea pick up the possession. Put it out for a throw. Sunderland throw on this near side at the halfway line. Mike Dodds popping a squat in the technical area. Looks like he's about to drop out a curler. Ekwa to Hume. To Sealt. Sealt gets it forward, trying to find Rusin. Intercepted by Swansea. It's a bit back and forth here at the moment. Ekwa gets to it, but it ends up with Swansea's defence. Rusin putting pressure on. All the way back to the Swansea keeper. Played out into a bit of no man's land, but nobody was there to pounce on it. So Swansea retained possession, but that could have been a mistake that somebody like Mundell would have jumped on with his speed. But, you know, what do I know? Long ball forward from the Swansea keeper, goes all the way to the right. I believe Yelder got his foot to it. Has Yelder got rid of his yellow hair? It's going to be harder to recognise him. Not like that. Swansea with pressure here on the outside of the box. Sealt puts a foot through it. Gets it out as far as Swansea on the far side. Goes out for a throw to Swansea. Bit of a battle there with Styles trying to get possession. I've got to learn everyone's haircuts and numbers again because we've got new players on the pitch, so I apologise if I miscall anyone. Swansea back with it, defence now. We've got Barn Rusin the furthest forward, applying a bit of pressure. But Swansea playing it comfortably forward. Seem to be on the back foot in this first 5 minutes. With Job, now with Neil. Neil back to Yelder, I think. Yelder long ball forward, but it goes out for a throw. Bar couldn't get to that, no chance. We're just staring at the Swansea manager at the moment, so that's why I'm not telling you anything that's going on. We're just having a look at the shine. There we go. Swansea have the ball here, coming forward on the right-hand side. Long ball forward, intercepted. We've got a bit of football tennis going here. Styles brings it down comfortably. Tries to take it round his man, puts it into him, and it goes back to Patterson for a goal kick. Excited to see more from this lad. Sealt, Styles. Styles to Neil. Neil. Back to Yelder. Misplaced that pass. Swansea in a danger area. Put it over, but they put it way too far over. Trey Humes there to pick up the pieces. Manages to win Sunderland a throw on this near side. Yes, that was a bit of a miscommunication there, I think. And on that left-hand side, gave Swansea an opportunity. Throw to Sunderland. Wild throw to Ekwa, who doesn't manage to get it under control. Battling with Rusin now on this right-hand side. Rusin lays it off to Ekwa. Ekwa back to 09. 09 with it now. He's got options out to his left, puts one straight through the centre to Job. Back to Ekwa. Ekwa with it to Job. Job loses possession. And Swansea on the counter-attack here. 3-on-4 by the looks of it. On the outside of the area. He's looking for space. Puts it out to the left. Tries to deliver one in, but it gets intercepted. Job comes away with it now. Hume puts a long ball forward, trying to find Rusin on the counter-attack, but Swansea managed to cut it out quite well. It's a Sunderland throw just inside the Swansea half on this near touch line. Being camped in, yeah. Hume's looking for who he can throw it to here. Ekwa frees himself up. Oh, Lucky comes away with it still. Battling with Swansea. Out to Styles on the left-hand side now. Styles has got Barr in front of him. Barr back to Neil. Neil to 09. 09 now. Long ball forward to the right looking for Hume again, who is onside. He's got Rusyn in the centre. Tries to deliver one, but it hits the first Swansea man. Comes back for a deflection. Swansea come away with it now. Wasted opportunity. Swansea with a long ball down the left. Cut out well by Sealt. For a Swansea throw halfway inside the Sunderland half on this near line. Yeah. I'm trying to think who it reminds me of. It reminds me of a European team, and I can't think what strip it is. Swansea, long ball forward now. Sunderland putting a bit more pressure on, looking like they want it a touch more now. But Swansea with possession coming forward now, just over the halfway line. Long ball forward to the left. Sealt's not really marking his man well on that left. Looping ball over, goes over everybody and goes out for a Sunderland throw in the far corner, right next to Sunderland's touchline. Sealt's not really got that side covered, this right-hand side for Sunderland. He seems to either be stood too far off his man or not really goal side of him. I'm upset at Yelder for cutting his yellow hair off. He was the most recognisable one I could commentate on. Long throw forward. Goes over everybody, including Job. Ends up with Swansea on the touchline here. Back to their centre-back. Swansea tried to loop one forward on the left-hand side, but it intercepts Hume head and it goes out for a throw. Sorry, tripping over my tongue on that one. Yeah, Sealt's a bit far off his man. Yeah, definitely there. He's a bit out of his depth on that side. Possible replacement of Pembele. Hume can play. Or Yelder can play centre-back. So, I don't know. We shall see. Swansea they throw it back all the way back to their defenders inside their own half now. We've got Barr and Rusyn trying to apply pressure. Swansea passing it forward here now well in the centre. Looping ball into the Sunderland area. Hume gets ahead to it but doesn't go very far. Swansea with it now on the left-hand side of our area. Passing it around. They've got time and space to deliver it. Ekwa now coming for the pressure. Ball delivered looping into the centre. It goes over everyone, over the keeper, out for a goal kick. Quite a lot of pressure here from Swansea at the start. We are 9 minutes in nearly. And here are Sunderland 0, Swansea 0. And I've just reminded myself to put the score across the bottom for anyone joining. 43 people in the stream. Much appreciated if you can hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. There's live content all the time. Podcasts and commentaries and all sorts. It's wonderful. Swansea dispossessing Sunderland now on this near side. Starting to make a run down the left, but it was cut out by Hume for another throw. Timon taking this throw for Swansea. Trying to cut in, he's making some good runs. Hume cuts it out well, gives it to Ekwa, who gives it to Job. Job to Nasri on the right-hand side. Job making the run on. Nasri tries to put it through, but it's cut out by a Swansea player. It's a throw just about a third into the Swansea half. Hume to take this. Looking for options. Nobody's really moving much. Players need to wake up. Come on, lads. Puts it back to Sealt. And he gets tackled and it goes out for another Sunderland throw. Only 9 minutes this time. What are you on about? I'm confused. Conrad, I'm confused. Swansea with a long ball forward here. Their man's on his own. He's not being called offside. But Hume will marshal it out for a throw, luckily. If Swansea could have brought that down, then it would have been problem. 9 minutes to remember the score. You don't need to put it on there, do you? Unless it's somebody scores. So it's just in case anybody joins and goes, what's the score? They still do that anyway. Throw here to Sunderland, to Ekwah, back to Sealt, and it goes out for another Sunderland throw. Getting boxed in here by Swansea. They've obviously seen how everybody seems to be playing against us recently. High pressure, and that we can't deal with it. We need to wake up here. Another throw forward here, trying to find Job. Job was being held by his man, nothing given. Swansea come away with it. Good tackle there by Yelder to dispossess. It's now with Styles. Neil, back to Yelder. Yelder to Neil. Neil back to 09. 09 puts it forward. Little flick on by Hume, but it doesn't quite make it to his man. But the stray ball ends up with Job, who's making a run down the left-hand side. He's got Barr with him, gives it to Barr. Barr's under pressure straight away, puts it across to Styles. Styles loops one forward to Nasri in a good position. He takes a shot, but it's a deflection, I believe, for a corner. 12 minutes in. Sunderland 0, Swansea 0. Is this the first Sunderland set piece? I won't know until the camera pans out. I'm not sure if it was. Didn't look like it got a deflection. Jesus Christ, will you pan the camera out of somebody's back so I can see what's going on? No, it's a goal kick. What a long time to come to that decision. Swansea playing it out short here from the back. Job coming up to put some pressure on. Not all that much. Swansea's keepers has it now. Big ball forward. Cut out by Yelder. Dan Neil with it now. Dan Neil puts it out to left to Barr. Barr with it. Getting... Barr battling. Too many B's. 09 with it now. 09 puts it forward to Neil again. Neil tries to knock it on to Rusin, but it goes a bit too far. Ends up with the Swansea goalkeeper now. We can't seem to be struggling to put these final balls in at the moment. That's what she said. Giggity. Long ball forward from Swansea. It's 09's head. Calls for handball on Yelder. His arm was out, but it would have been a harsh call. A call for a free kick on Styles, but that's not given. Swansea with it now on the right-hand side, coming in. Dangerous attack this from Swansea. Managed to cut it into the centre. Ekwah cuts it out, but it ends up back with a Swansea foot. And there's a call for a free kick, luckily. Whew. Hi, Mike. We're watching from Aberdeen, Scotland. Welcome to you. Appreciate you being here. Come on, show us the replay. Right, okay, the replay's gone. Job putting one forward to Rusin, but he puts way too much on it. Not even close. That was a potential opportunity for Sunderland that's just been wasted. The EFL cameraman decided not to show it until the last minute. Back with... Oh, the goalkeeper gives it to Rusin. Rusin's now picks it up, but he's tracking back, so the opportunity kind of disappeared. The ball's come all the way back to 09 to Neil. Neil to Yelder. Yelder's got Barr in front of him. Gives it to Barr. Barr's got Neil. Neil now with it. Puts a long ball out to the right-hand side looking for Hume. Hume gets it. Hume's got Sealt with him to his left. He's got Rusin ahead of him. Gives it to Sealt, who's got Ekwah. But he gives it back to 09. 09 with it now. Trying to find a way forward, gives it to Styles. Styles has got options everywhere. He tries to take on his man, but he gets stopped, but he retains possession, gives it back to Ekwah. Ekwah trying to make his way through as well now. This Swansea defence is very tight. Good counter-attacking play by Swansea at the moment. Neil to Ekwah is with it now. It's battled. It's dispossessed. That wasn't even Ekwah, that was Barr. In that madness. It looked like we had four Swansea men round every single Sunderland man during that. Obi-Wan Joe Kenobi. That's a mouthful. Obi-Wan says, away the lads 2-0 is his prediction. I'll let that one into the predictions because there's no goal yet. Oh, ball played in by Swansea, but it goes over the top of everyone. Not sure if Patterson got fingertips to that. It's a Sunderland throw. He mustn't have, according to the referee. So tight in midfield, we're playing to overload them and push onto their back. Yeah, we need to... what we've not used in the last few games, which we need to start using more, is a big switch from one side to the other. Not bringing it back, playing it across, and then trying that side, because that gives them time to adjust. We need to gamble on that big switch sometimes. Sunderland box into the corner now, gives it back to 09, puts a big foot through it, and I think it's with Styles now on the far side. Styles gives it to Barr, to Ekwa, to Styles. Styles tries to get across to Neil, but it gets cut out. Swansea with possession again now, halfway inside the Sunderland half. Pushing men forward, gets cut out by Styles again to Job, to Styles, back to Ekwa. Great winning the ball back for the dangerous area there. Ekwa puts it forward. So Trey Hume was somehow over that side, and now he gives it to Job. Got Barr in front of him. Barr with it. Barr going to be looking to deliver. Cuts into the centre. Looks for a shot. Decent shot on target, but straight to the keeper's hands. That's the first shot, I believe, from Sunderland. Definitely the first one on target. Good curl, good power, but unfortunately, righted the keeper here. Dream shot for a goalkeeper, that one. Right, Sunderland with possession again here. To Barr, offloads it. An advantage is played there. I'm not sure what for. Might have controlled it with his hand. But Swansea with it anyway. Cut out by Styles. Turn this audio down. Making me trip over my own words. When I say something just ahead of the commentator I've got in my ear, and then he says the same thing, it throws me right off. Paul Havelock is saying 3-0 Sunderland. I've got Styles to score first. I really hope so. Very optimistic predictions we've got today. Ball forward now to Rusin. Rusin on the right-hand side. Cuts one into the centre. It goes right across the box. Nobody on the end of it. Barr was ahead of it and Job was behind it. Unlucky. That was a good opportunity if they had somebody in there. Swansea coming away with it now down this left-hand side. Good 1-2 from Swansea. Ahead of Hume. Hume paced to get back to him. Trying to cover. Loops one into the centre. Dangerous area for Swansea. Oh, no. There goes your clean sheet predictions. Came in. Looping delivery. One shot. Stopped. Then deflected. Then back. It just landed back at their feet every single time. There was nothing could be done there. Nothing could be done. Let's have a look at this replay. Good run by Swansea down the left. Hume does well to catch up with him, but he stands off him way too far. Loops one into the centre. The header's missed, deflected straight out to the feet of their number 35, who gets it in. Not sure if I can blame anyone for that one, to be fair. Maybe Hume should have been tighter to his man. But we like to start from a deficit recently, if history tells us anything. Or is Swansea and the Welsh teams really are bogey teams? Sunderland 0, Swansea 1, 20 minutes. And we nearly lose possession straight away from kickoff. Swansea, high pressure on Sunderland now. We do not know how to deal with play like this. I don't understand why. If it happens every game, why isn't this something we're training on? Swansea take possession back near the centre. They get an advantage for a foul and they're taking it. They're coming down the left, looping ball into the centre again. Another shooting opportunity. Took out by Styles. Good. Styles now has it on the left, gives it to Barr. Barr with two men on him. Has to come all the way back to Yelder. Yelder to put a big boot through this. Trying to find Job. Job wrestling with his man, goes over both of them, and it ends up with Swansea, and they put it back to their keeper. Not good. Not the start we wanted. Back three is definitely not off to a good start. But that back three, I mean, if you have a back three, who do you want in the centre of it? Not 09. You want Ballard in the centre of that back three. Don't think it works. Come on, Dodds. Have a think. Have a reaction. "21 minutes gone now. 56 people in the stream. Sunderland with the possession. Swansea playing a very high pressure game. Can they maintain that kind of pressure for another 70 minutes? They're coming back now with a shooting opportunity in the centre. It's wide open for a shot. Great stop by Patterson. One-handed stop. Luckily drops this time to Sunderland, who come away with it. Hume with it now. What is going on with this defence? Give your heads a wobble. This is not happening. Bar with it now on the left-hand side. Sunderland with some sort of a counter-attack. We need to answer back to this. Loops a ball in. Job manages to pick it up in the penalty area. Job, two people on his back, tries to get it back to another player. That was Yelder. Yelder puts it forward, but it goes out for a throw. Job off, rig on. Look at that. Look at that overlap there. That was Sealt. Sealt's the problem on that there on the replay. It's just shown me. So 09 was on his man, tight to his man. Sealt goes to run past him the opposite side instead of maintaining the side he should have been on. And as he turns back, he's in wide open space. Definitely miscommunications going on with this defence. I'm not surprised Patterson looks fuming here. I'm not sure what's going on, but the cameraman's just on a close-up of Patterson at the moment. We're on close-ups galore. 57 people. Somebody's getting treatment, I believe. Swansea player. 57 people in the stream. Appreciate you being here. Unfortunately, it's not the best start. Don't forget to hit like, though, because you're liking for us and the stream, not for the result. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And there is a membership option for $1.99 that gives you access to exclusive content, which is awesome. Sunderland on the attack now here. Shot from Ekwah. This is what these EFL cameramans do, mate. It's all these replays, and then all of a sudden it comes on, and it's Ekwah shooting from like halfway inside the Swansea half. No build-up play, no nothing. They do not give the commentators very good opportunities unless they're actually there. Still staring at a player that's got a wad up his nose. And now coming onto the pitch. Will you show us the play? Jesus, the director needs shooting for this one. Long ball forward from Swansea's goalkeeper. And Sunderland player looked like he was fouled there. But Swansea come away with it. And it's in a shooting area. Oh, and he skies it over. Unlucky. Jesus, that was dangerous. That could have very easily been 2-0 there to Swansea. They're absolutely hammering us at the moment. In possession, in shots, in play. Not sure what happened with the foul. They'll replay everything but the bit we need to see. They'll replay it 10 times and we'll miss half the game. Come on, for God's sake. This is extremely frustrating. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. It's a Swansea free kick or throw in for something. This is what I mean. This is ridiculous. Swansea throw. Halfway inside the Sunderland half, battling, goes out for another Swansea throw. Sealt's foot on it, puts it out. 25 minutes in, this has been all Swansea, this game so far. Paul Havelock says, we need to wake up fast. We do indeed. Conrad Lee, I'm not justifying that comment. You will be silenced if you carry on. This is Paul, though, yes. Swansea with coming forward again now. Sealt gets control, puts a foot through it, but it goes high rather than long. Not very good clearance. Swansea with it now on the left-hand side. Hume with his in front of his man. He's going to get round him. He's going to get delivery. Hume does manage to cut it out. It goes out for a Swansea corner. Paul Havelock. No. Never, Conrad. Dave Jackson, might be a bad start, but as usual, you're doing a great job. Oh, I appreciate it. Usually the calls are Mike out. Yeah. Corner to Swansea here. 26 minutes in. We are still Sunderland 0, Swansea City 1. Grimes setting up to take this corner for Swansea. Delivers. High one towards the back post. Finds a Swansea head, but it bobbles in the centre. Yelder puts a foot through it. Comes back in, though. It's very messy in the centre. 09's trying to run out with it. He goes down. Luckily, he does get the decision. He definitely played for that. Smart play by 09, and he is lucky to get the decision because it was dangerous. What is going on here? Why have we got a sleeping team? Beale in his burner account. Goal kick to Sunderland here. Big foot through it from Patterson. Trying to find Job. The head gets on, but it comes to Swansea and they put it back to their keeper, who calmly, under pressure, distributes it out to the left. The long ball forward finds Sealt instead. 09 misplaces a pass very delicately. Swansea on the counter-attack now. 3-on-2. Coming to the right-hand side for a shot. 2-0. 2-0 to Swansea. Wow. What a start this is. Should have gone with my team, Dodds, not your team. What is going on here, Sunderland fans? What is going on? Come on, Dodsy. Bro, what is happening? We've no idea what's happening. What's happening is I'm all for the three at the back. Sometimes, don't get me wrong, the tactic does work. It worked against Leeds. But when you're missing your key centre-back in Ballard, three at the back's not going to work. The three at the back haven't got the organisation at all. Sealt looks completely out of his depth. I feel like it's just 09 and Yelder defending here. This formation doesn't work when your two best centre-backs on the pitch, one's a new signing and one isn't a centre-back. Let's be fair. He needs to change something, and he needs to change something quick. Otherwise, it's going to be 3 or 4-0 in this first half. Sunderland on an attack now. A rare attack from Sunderland. Hume delivers a looping ball in. It's going to go quite far. It looks like it's gone out. It's gone out for a Sunderland corner. Yay! We've got some sort of set piece. Let's see if we worked on anything on the training ground or if it's just in the box chaos. And Psych Mod says that, and this is supposed to be the easiest out of the next 4 games. Exactly. Nice assist by 09, says Ned Kelly. Ball played short here to Barr. Barr's trying to go past his man. Loops one into the centre. It's all over the place. Swansea head gets it out to the right-hand side. And Swansea come away with the possession now. And they're on a counter-attack. Running down the right-hand side here. Loops one into the centre. Cut out by Hume. Well played that by Hume. Hume to Neil to Barr. Barr gets past his man, cuts back inside, tries to find Rusin, does find Rusin, but Rusin goes toppling over. No foul given. Oh, Hume could jump on this stray ball here, and he does, but he absolutely hoofs it out to the right, nowhere near the target. Nowhere near the target. Yes, we have had a shot. Barr had a shot from outside the box. On target, straight at the keeper, and Hume's just had a shot. Well, I say a shot, looked like a defensive clearance for Swansea. So, 30 minutes in, Sunderland 0, Swansea 2. Swansea on attack again. 09 cuts it out with a header, gives it to Styles. Styles thinking, who the hell did I just sign for? Styles to Barr. Back to Styles. Styles loops one forward, trying to find Job. Swansea keeper is out to the edge of his box to pick it up, though. Very quick to that. Very good awareness there from the Swansea keeper. Who looks very young, by the way. Oh, they've only got a very young keeper as well. Plays it out short here. Swansea with it now. Sunderland trying to put some sort of pressure on. But Swansea get it away. Big long looping ball forward. All the way to Patterson's hands. Nice and safe, that one at the moment. Life without Clark, says Gary Dunn. Yes, indeed. But Clark has nothing to do with this defence. This defence is appalling. But like I say, you can't set up with a 3 when you're missing Ballard. Does not work. Would not work. Was never going to work. Swansea with possession now inside their own half. Sunderland trying to put some sort of pressure on. Sealt slides in for a tackle, puts it out for a throw just in front of the Swansea technical area. I will try and stay enthusiastic throughout this game despite the current result. Swansea with it now. Pressure from Rusin. Swansea get it forward on the right-hand side. He's got an acre of space on this right-hand side. Styles backtracking. Neil coming across to apply a bit of pressure. Swansea still retaining possession. We don't seem to be closing them down quick enough on these sides. They're going to deliver another one into the centre. Cut out by Styles. Swansea corner. We seem to be giving them way too much space on them wings. Kevin Cowell. Odds needs to bring Patterson off. Dodds needs to bring Patterson off at half-time. He's a liability at the moment. Cannot blame Patterson for that, Kevin, I'm afraid. He's made 2 great saves. His defence is not helping him. Kyle Neeson says, Ballard's a bigger miss than Clarkey, in my opinion. I agree. Couldn't agree more. We've got striking options. We haven't got defensive options. This isn't working. Swansea set up for a corner now. They put it back. Short one played back. Obviously on the training ground, just to the outside of the box. Looping ball into the centre to a free player. Shot almost 3. Almost 3. Wow. And it's the same play that they do. They pull it to somebody on the outside of the edge of the area. And as the Sunderland players press out, he loops a ball over. And it's just played in perfectly. They could have easily finished that. That could have been 3-0. This is absolutely shocking. You need to wake up to what's going on. We're back in the action after a replay. Swansea have their possession halfway inside their own half. Possession stats must be atrocious for Sunderland here. We need to come out the second half a different team. Another ball forward here for Swansea. Dangerous area. Yelder manages to get in front of his man for that one, but he puts it out for another Swansea corner. Colin Major says, we have to get used to life without Clark when he goes in the summer. This is a diabolical P-take, says David Jackson. Daniel Jobling says, Brazilian Ronaldo nearly had a first half hat trick. No. We relied on Clark and Roberts too much. Ball coming in now from Swansea. Looping ball into the centre. Head to it. Patterson gets his hands to it. It's safe for now. Distributes it short. That is not working. Distributing it short's not working. It was too much pressure on us here. Too much pressure. Need to get the ball up the pitch. And it comes back to Yelder. Misplaced pass. He's got to hoof it out for a throw and lose his possession. This is absolutely atrocious. This is why you need an experienced keeper. Should be reading the room. You know, oh, he's got 3 Swansea players out to him. I'll roll it to his feet. He can deal with that. No. Wait. Put it out further. Put a foot through it if you have to. Ned Kelly says we can't keep possession. Yep, definitely. That is what's happening at the moment. Colin Major. That's a bit soon, Colin. That's a bit soon. He is going out. We've just got to find the right manager. Let's not rush the process. Trust the process. Swansea with it now again. Breakaway on the right-hand side. Delivers one into the centre. Sunderland head puts it to the outside. It's a kick. It's shot. Bounces all over the place. It goes out. I think that is for a Sunderland goal kick, I believe. We can't maintain these wings. This isn't working. I know you don't like to do changes before half-time, but something needs to change now, even if it's get word on about the formation. Dodds shouting his head off on the side. Looks like he's trying to change something during play. Ball coming forward now. Head on by Job, but Swansea put a foot through it to 09. 09. Hume gets it forward again. Job's climbing all over Job's back. If you go down there, they have to give it. He's got two hands on his shoulders, man. Good tackle by Sunderland. Thought it was going to be a free kick then, but it wasn't called. To Job. Job puts it back to Sealt. Sealt to Hume. Hume to Ekwah. Ekwah to Neil. Neil loses possession. Under pressure. Swansea on the counter-attack. 4-on-3 here. Looks like he's going to be taking the shot himself. Takes a deflection. Good foot in by Sealt. It ends up in Patterson's hands. These counter-attacks, we just cannot cope. Clyde Wooten says, you can't keep blaming managers. No, you cannot. You cannot. But we have been missing a good coach for a while. We can blame a poor choice of formation when a key centre-back is missing on this one. Ball forward here now. I think that's Rusin on the far left now. I don't know what he's done to this formation. He's changed it up a bit, but it's big looping ball cross to Bar. See, if Bar had got on that would have been your ball. This is what I was saying from the start. We need to work on these big switches over to one side instead of playing it all the way back and round. You've got to read the team you're playing very quickly. Psych Mod says Dodds will be shouting. He's put the kettle. Put the kettle on. Ian Wilkinson's, we got 4 centre mid and can't be seen. Yeah, madness. He's changed up the formation here. I'm trying to figure out roughly what he's done. And that's Hume. Heads to Job. Job ends up with it somehow. Gets all over the place, tackled. Gets taken down. Sunderland free kick. About just under halfway into the Swansea half. Will we actually set up and take a free kick, or are they going to take a rapid, quick one and put themselves under quick pressure again? No, the ref is stood over the ball, so Hume stood over this one. It's not shooting distance. It's not even close to shooting distance. So obviously he'll loop this one in. We are at 38 minutes. We are still Sunderland at 0, Swansea 2. It's been all Swansea at the moment. Something's got to change if we've any hope of staying in this. Loops a ball in over to the left-hand side. Swansea good to it. Get the head to it. Get a foot to it. And get it all the way clear. This is where we see the counter-attack. Cut out by 09, but a free kick advantage is given. Swansea breaking down on the right-hand side now. Well, they put too much on it. It ends up with Hume to Job. Job puts a big foot through it, trying to find Bar on the right-hand side. Gets cut out. This is what our defence needs to be bloody doing. Swansea with it now on the left-hand side. Overloading on this left. Cuts one into the middle. Sealt. Could have got it clear. Could have got it out to the side, but his foot puts it out for a corner. He had... Jesus Christ. Have a coronary. Gone back to 4-4-3 or 4-2-3-1. I have no idea what he's doing. I have no ideas. Oh! That looked like another goal, potential another goal from that corner, but it hits the post. I'm sorry, I was looking at the comments and I missed that for a second. Another worked on set piece from Swansea hits the inside of the post off Patterson's hand. This is absolute madness. Patterson's fuming, and I don't blame him. I'm not blaming the keeper for this one. This is all down to the defence at the moment. Swansea, comfortable with possession, even in a high-pressure area on this left-hand side. Good 1-2, out to the left, delivers one into the centre. 09 gets ahead to it, out to Hume. Hume gives it inside to Dan Neil. Dan Neil under pressure. Man takes him out from behind. The free kick is given. The pressure is off for the moment. 40 minutes gone. Sunderland 0, Swansea 2. It is all Swansea. Slap every one of their heads as they walk into the dressing room at half-time. Free kick here. Ekwah just puts it back to Patterson. Patterson gives it to 09. 09 is here on the left-hand side. It's just stood over it, looking for options. Neil, Ekwah. Ekwah, misplaced pass, goes right between Yelda and a Swansea player out for a throw. Started supporting SAFC in 73. Is it worth it even? If I wanted, I couldn't stop following the lads. Yeah, well, this is it. We must have sinned in a previous life to be stuck with this constant heartache. Sunderland free kick on 9. Hoofs it forward. Long ball forward. Looking for... That's Styles. Styles does get it past his man. Gives it to Rusin. Rusin's on the right-hand side. Nobody's in the centre. He gives it to nobody and nobody gets it clear. Excellent. Try looking where you're passing. Ends up all the way back at the Sunderland defence with Sealt. Puts a big foot through it. Back to a Swansea player. Swansea get it forward. Run on the left-hand side now. If he manages to keep this in, he does. Or 9 on his man. But it's gone too far, luckily. It's overrun and it's gone out for a Sunderland goal kick. Right, it's back with 09 now. It's on the left with Yelder, I believe. It's hard to see on this at the moment. Yes, Yelder. Why did you get rid of your blonde hair? Not happy with you. To Neil. Neil making a run through the centre. Gets dispossessed. Ends up with Swansea. Ekwa trying to keep some sort of pressure on. Swansea playing it out to this left every single time. This number 17 on the left is a key man for Swansea here. Swansea playing it all the way back again to their defence. Sunderland have 4 people up on there too, while Swansea have possession. So on the counter-attack, there's no wonder we're getting swamped. Nobody knows what they're doing. Dan Neil manages to come away with it now. He's got Rusin in front of him. He's got options. He gives it to Job. Job lays it off to Rusin, who puts a shot, gets deflected out. Swansea come away with it now on this right-hand side. A bit slower pace now from Swansea, luckily. Good tackle there. Ekwa comes away with it. Gives it to Neil, who tries to find Bar, but it gets cut out. Sunderland throw on the far side, just inside the Swansea half. Yelder will take the throw here. Styles is everywhere, man. Styles is everywhere. 09 to Sealt. Sealt gives it to Styles, who is on this right-hand side now. He's got pressure from 2 men on him. Gets taken down. Free kick given to Sunderland. We had possession, but it was going backwards, so no advantage there. Good call by the referee, that one. Sunderland take a quick one, obviously, and put it back, obviously. Bar with it now on this left-hand side. Bar get called offside on that far left. So, Swansea free kick. We are approaching the 44th minute. Dodd's pacing the line like a Sunday League manager. He's not even in his technical area anymore. The guy is stressed. Long ball forward from Swansea. Calls for offside. Nothing given. He's out on his own on this right-hand side. It went over the line. That's gone out. Come on. Thank you. I thought that wasn't going to be called then. Has he called the offside? He decided to call the offside very late on. That was very odd from the linesman there. It went out anyway. It should have been a goal kick, but brought it back for the offside. Bar gives it to Ekwa in the centre. Ekwa puts it across. We've got Hume with it now on the right-hand side. He's got Styles in front of him. He's got Rusin off to his left. He's making a run. He tries to deliver one far left, trying to find Job, bypassing Styles and Rusin. Gets deflected, goes out for a Sunderland throw. Sunderland with it now. Sealt quite far forward here, worrying when Swansea are playing a counter-attack that we only have 2 at the back at the moment. On the left-hand side now, we're Yelder to Dan Neil. Dan Neil looking for a way through. Almost gets dispossessed, manages to offload it to Sealt on the right. Sealt to Ekwa. Ekwa looking for his options. There's no options forward. It's all side to side here now. Yelder to Bar. Bar with it. Back to Yelder. Yelder all the way back to 09, furthest man back, puts a big foot forward through it, finds Hume on the right-hand side. Hume's got one-on-one on this right-hand side. Stops off the pace, tries to put it across to Styles. It gets cut out, but Styles manages to pick it up. It's with Ekwa now in the centre. Shooting position for Ekwa. That Rusin in the centre. Rusin has a shot out of nowhere. It's an absolute worm burner on the floor. Ends up in the Swansea keeper hands. We've had some shots away, but nothing of significance yet. I'm not sure. Swansea are playing superb. They have so many men back, yet so many on the counter-attack. Its midfield's completely bypassed at the moment. So I'm just trying to catch up on your comments. It's out for a Swansea throw on the far side, just inside the Sunderland half. We are at 46 minutes, even. We've got 3 minutes of added time, so 2 minutes left to play of that. Swansea with the throw. They managed to lose possession out for a Sunderland throw, luckily. Let's just get into half-time and not concede another one at this stage. We've got a close-up of Ronald for no reason. Sunderland creeping forward, getting told off the ref to step back. Schoolyard stuff. Job, good battling to retain possession and give it out to Hume on the right-hand side. Hume now starting to make a run down this right-hand side. Gives it to Styles. Styles knocks it back to Sealt. Back to Styles. Back to Sealt. Sealt to Hume. Hume to Styles. Styles back to Ekwa. Ekwa with it now. He's got Barr to his left. He gives it to Job in the centre, whose terrible touch gives it back to Swansea, who get a ball forward and ends up all the way back with 09. Job again. I agree, Ian. I agree. Get Mundell on and Rig on, says Ned Kelly. Can we also substitute the EFL cameramen who decide to do close-ups of random players while play is going on? Throw for Swansea now, inside the Swansea half, long throw forward. Sunderland foot gets to it. It's bobbling around, everyone's scrambling for heads. It's all over the place. Barr battling with his man now. Swansea come away with it. Swansea in possession. Cool and calm under the pressure, and they've got a breakaway here. Hume across the centre to cut it out. Terrible, terrible, terrible opportunity there. Takes a yellow card. Hume, I'm not sure why he takes a yellow card for that. He got all of the ball. Swansea trying to get a red there by the looks of it. Saying it was the last man. But he came across, he got the ball, in my opinion. Don't argue with the ref. Oh, now Swansea players are kicking off for Hume. It's all a bit of a scrap going on. What is going on here at all? Schoolyard football here. Schoolyard football. Keith Shroud is ref, remember? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. We're past the added time here. It's just clearing all the players here. They're all still having an argument with the ref. He keeps coming back, pointing the ref's face. He needs to go. That Swansea player there. I think they're basically saying it should be a red card because it was the last man. For all the replays these EFL cameramen do, we're not seeing a replay of the foul, so we've no idea. While all this is going on, we could have seen the foul 4 times. But it's a free kick to Swansea in a very dangerous area. We are at 49.5 minutes of the 3 minutes of added time. So whatever happens here, it's got to be the last kick and play of the game. Still going on. This is ridiculous. It's not shooting. It's but there's 2 over it. I think they'll take a short one and try and play it to the guys on the outside of the box here for me. Or it's a looping pass in, but the way Swansea have been playing, I don't think it will be that. Everyone back for Sunderland here. Here comes the ball into the centre. I think that was Yelder that got a foot to it to get it clear, and that was enough to take us to half-time. Absolute shambles. Absolute show. What is going on there at all? Are we going to see a replay of that foul? Let's just hold on for a minute and see if we get a replay, because for me, didn't look like a foul. No, we've gone straight to adverts because, getting commission off adverts is more important than the game that's going on. Yeah, for me, Sealt didn't do his job. Hume had to come across, put in the last-ditch tackle, but it was a sliding tackle on the last man, but he did win the ball before, yes, going through the man, but the man ran over him at the same time. So, for me, a yellow card was harsh. Never mind a red. It definitely wasn't a red for me. But that's off first glance. I've not seen a replay, so I could be wrong. I'll eat my words, but, you know, that's what it looked like to me. We have to somehow fight our way back, says Ned Kelly. Indeed, indeed. And it needs to start with changing. He needs to change this up. He needs to use the 4 he's got on the pitch differently. But potentially, for me, so this is for me. I mean, I wouldn't have started with this team anyway. My front 3 would have been Mundle, Rusin, and Styles. Not Styles. Who am I thinking of? It's gone out of my head. Anyway. Mundle, Rusin, and Hamir. Sorry, my front 3. I did a team before. But for me, what he needs to do here now is we need to have 4 at the back. And I know you've got Hume, Sealt, O'Nien, and Yelder, but Sealt isn't working. Yelder goes into the centre-back next to O'Nien. Hume's there. Bring Pembele on. That's your 4 at the back. Neil and Ekwa and Styles need to be 3 in front of them. And then Bar, Job and Rusin, the 3 in front of them. But I would have Job off as well at this stage. I would have Job off for Mundle. Put Mundle out onto the right-hand side and stick Rusin in the centre. That's just my 2 cents, but he needs to do something. Something needs to change. He needs to be sat down right now with his tactics board going, yeah, that needs to happen. I'd have been sat down writing up my second half formation 5 minutes before the end of that. Right, talk amongst yourselves for a second. I'm going to make a brew and I will be back very shortly with a bit of a recap and the second half. 65 of you in here watching. Get your comments in. I don't think any of us are going to get the score prediction right here. Somebody did say 3-2, if I remember rightly. So, you know, that's still potentially on the cards. Let's wait and see, and I'll see you back here in about 4 or 5 minutes' time. I'm back, everyone. Let's have a look at a little catch up here. Dodd's out, full team out. Denholm says Dodd's out. David Jackson says full team out. Paul Heron says Bar off, Job off, Rig on, Alshish on. Rusin centre forward, back four. I don't think I'd have Mundle come on the pitch. He obviously threatens goal a lot more than a lot of the players on there. David Jackson, what will be the excuses after the game? After all, I think Swansea have only won 1 in 9. You know what the excuse is? I've said it from day one. We are cursed against Welsh teams. Constantly. We've not beat Swansea since 2016. Paul Heron says, defo missing Sirkin and Huggins. Who'd have thought? Ned Kelly says, let's see if Dodds makes the changes which desperately needed. I expect he might not make the actual substitutes. He might change the formation up and then bring the subs on as we start the game. Ian Wilkinson says Hume needs to play fullback, get Mundle in front of him, Hamia next to Rusin, tell Job to go home, take Bar with him, and have a few weeks off. Couldn't agree more, Ian. Couldn't agree more. Paul Heron says, well said, Ian, as well. Bar, Job off, Hamia, Alshish on. Why is nobody saying Mundle on? Mundle on, not Alshish. Switch to Hume, Sealt or 9, Yelder, back 4. Sealt is no good. Sealt needs to come off. Sealt's been a liability as well, so nobody's mentioning that. Sealt off or 9, Yelder at centre back, and Pembele and Hume on left back and right back. Conrad says, love to see Rig too. I expected Mundle to start, to be honest, with the form he did in the last game. Did really well. Sealt is better as right back. Yeah, he's definitely not centre. Well, Yelder can play as a centre back, so why not put Hume over to that side, Yelder in the centre back, Sealt on the right? Why not play them where they're supposed to be? I understand his thinking on the 3 at the back, but I don't think it works without Ballard. And David Jackson says, in bottom of the league teams, we just can't beat them. We can't because we like to play like Premier League, let lots of time on the ball, let us pass it round, let us do our thing. When teams come against us and put this pressure on us and get in our faces and are physical, we can't cope. But we've known that for a while, so why isn't that being worked on? Is that the downside of having such a young team, that they don't get involved with stuff like that as much? I'm seeing replays on my screen of the goals and stuff. I'm waiting to see if the foul yellow card for Hume comes up. Sealt has had to go. Yeah, but Sealt he's made too many mistakes for me. He's not a centre-back. Hume has come across and saved his ass as well. That's what that last foul was about. The replay is all Swansea opportunities because that's all there's been. Madness. They get space. They're not afraid to shoot. They're high pressing. They're have an intense play about them. I don't know how they're not doing better than they are, if this is how they play, or are we just making them look good because we're doing terrible? I don't know. Conrad Lee, they show them once from the same angle as the first viewing. Yeah, excellent. Always helpful like that, aren't they? Did 09 get a card? Is he on a ban? I don't think it was 09. I think Hume got the card. I'm not sure if 09 picked one up. I'm going to quickly pull up the stats. The players are coming out at the moment, though. That's fine. We're having a bit of renovation work done in the kitchen, so if you hear some background noise, I apologise for that. Stats quickly. Sunderland 6 shots to Swansea's 11. 2 on target. Possessions. We've had 53% of possession. I've not seen that. That's very unusual. Yellow cards, we've only got 1, so no, it was only Hume that picked one up. Just confirm that there. No changes. Didn't expect changes. Expected formation changes. But have we got formation change? That's the question. No. And we're going to play it all the way back to the keeper here. Under pressure straight away from Swansea. Patterson puts his foot through it. Ends up with Swansea's player. Dan Neil luckily cuts that out. And Swansea come away with it again. 4-on-1. Opportunity for shooting on the left-hand side here with Swansea. Good pressure from not Sealt. That was Sealt. Kept that out there. Jesus Christ. What is going on? Wake up, Sunderland. Swansea take one shot. Deliver it into the centre now. Dan Neil gets his foot to it. Goes out for a Swansea throw on the far side. We're a minute into this second half. And Swansea's had 2 opportunities already. This is going to be a miserable second half if nothing changes very soon. Swansea with a throw, retain possession off it, deliver one into the centre. It goes over. Patterson helps it on, but it's already past the line, so it's a Sunderland goal kick. I need to put this on this side. Paul Havelock says, where is the team going to gel? When is the team going to gel? I can't see it happening at the moment. Swansea with possession back here again, straight away. There's no way. I don't know how the stats say we have 53% of possession because not on my screen. Maybe meaningful possession should be a stat. Swansea with it on the left-hand side here, looking for a way through to deliver this cross. Comes back on the left. Sunderland staying a bit tighter here. Swansea 1, 2, 3 all the way over and managed to deliver one into the centre. Patterson has to help that one over this time. It's a corner to Swansea. What is going on? 87 minutes. That was a practical replay of the last cross. Literally, like an instant replay. Patterson puts it over. Good call. He had to do that. Could have dropped in. Swansea takes the same corner shot again. Comes to the outside. Loops in. It's exactly the same set piece every time. Comes back out. Swansea shot off Ekwa's face. Ekwa now running after it, putting the pressure on the Swansea keeper, who gets it forward, all the way forward. Yelder rises to that, but it ends up in Swansea's possession again. Big boot forward up in the air on Nine's head. Forward towards Rusin. Swansea end up with the ball off the loose ball with their defenders at the centre-back at the moment. Job coming in trying to tackle, but Swansea retaining it, making a push forward now on the Sunderland right on the far side. We're letting them be comfortable in possession here. They're passing it round. I'm not surprised. We're not, the Swansea crowd's not doing olays here at the moment, the way it's going. Long ball forward, though, ends up in Patterson's hand, who rolls it out short to Sealt, who's under pressure. To 09, who's now under pressure. This short ball's not working. To Yelder, who gets tackled straight away. Goes out for a throw. That short, quick ball only works if you have bloody space. Jeez. Sunderland throw. Job, with the man on his back, gives it to Yelder, tries to get it forward to Bar, ends up back with Job to Yelder. Another looping ball forward. Ends up with Rusin. Rusin gets pulled down just inside the Swansea half. Free kick to Sunderland. Ekwa takes a quick one to Neil. Neil to Job. Job to Barr on the left-hand side. Barr got two with him. Cuts it back to Job. Job with a shooting opportunity here. Gets deflected off Swansea. Comes out to Barr on the left again. Barr doing some step-overs and gets completely mugged off and the ball taken off him. And Swansea comes away with it. Gets it forward, but only as far as Sealt, who's inside the Swansea half, tries to get one forward back to it. Ekwa picks up the loose ball now. Ekwa to Rusin, who's on the right-hand side. Rusin bobbing around. Puds delivers one into the centre. Rolls across right the centre. Nobody on the back of it. Swansea get it away, but what another wasted opportunity. Who is attacking these balls in the box? Nobody is going for it. Dan Neil coming with it now on the left-hand side. Gives it to Barr. Barr with a man on him. Tries to take him on. Gives it to Yelder. Yelder back to Neil. Neil, Barr. Job. Job. Ekwa. Ekwa. Job. Back to 09. 09 running forward now. Gives it to Barr. Bit of sustained possession here for Sunderland. To 09. To Job. To 09. 09 back all the way back here now. Inside the Sunderland half with Sealt. Sealt forward to Styles. Styles gives it out right to Hume. Back to Sealt. Sealt to 09. 09, furthest man back on the pitch now, holding the ball. Looking for his options. Gives it to Sealt on the right, who puts a ball forward through everyone to a Swansea player. Swansea keep possession, give it back to their keeper. More wasted time, more wasted possession. Swansea with it now on this near side, just in front of the touchline. Playing it forward, then back again. Rusin, the only man forward, putting pressure on. Job catching up with the player now. Swansea with it out. Gives it back to the keeper. No pressure on the keeper though. Keeper puts it forward, only as far as Sealt, who's now in the centre, running left. Gives it back to Yelder, to 09. 09 with it now. Gives it forward to Ekwa. Ekwa with it. Making a run, gets past his man, Ekwa on the right-hand side. Again, not many options around him. Neil tries to slot one through to Styles, but cut out by Swansea. Back to Ekwa, who takes a shot from massive distance. It was dipping, but not quite enough. Good shot from the outside of the box from Ekwa. 52 minutes gone. 54 people in the stream. Apologise for the background noise. Swansea taking a short ball out here with the keeper. Job up high trying to put some pressure on them. Back and forth, and they misplace a pass which goes out. Mundell throws it for a quick throw to Job. And Job keeps hold of it, lets everyone run in. Gives it to Yelder. Could have been a quick play then, but didn't go. Mundell's warming up on this near side, so hopefully we'll see him on the pitch shortly. Yelder takes the throw, finds Dan Neil. Dan Neil tries to loop it past Swansea, but it goes out, gets a head out, and it's a Sunderland corner. Taken quickly, given to Barr. Barr running in on this near side, just inside the Swansea area. Puts one right across the centre of goal. No one gets anything on it. It goes out for a Sunderland throw. Somebody must have got some sort of touch on it. It's a Sunderland throw on the far side. We need a really good goal poacher in that centre. Somebody who's always going to be there or attacking that area, because the amount of balls we put in there, we could have had 4 goals by now. Throw comes to nothing. Swansea managed to take it away, but they put it out for another Sunderland throw. Some shouting going on between the linesman and the Swansea player. Swansea managed to wrestle it back and take possession, put a big ball forward. It ends up with Patterson. Patterson gives it to 09. 09 to Neil. Neil in the centre circle here now, making a run forward. Gives it out far left to Barr. That was the wrong choice. There was a good run being made by Yelder, which was ignored. Barr's completely mullered over, and Ronald's picking the ball up and disgust at the decision. Quick free kick taken as again to Ekwa to Bar on the left. Bar's got Job in front of him. Bar cutting on the inside, loops one into the centre where there is nobody. And it comes out for another Sunderland throw. Yelder takes the throw quickly to Job. Job with a man on his back puts it across here to Sealt. Sealt's got Hume to his right. Hume forward to Styles. Styles dinks one through to Rusin. Rusin making a run on this right-hand side, looking to potentially deliver one in. Forced to put it back to Sealt. Sealt to Rusin, to Styles. Styles puts it out to 09, who's in the centre. 09 puts it out far left to Yelder. Yelder delivers one into the centre of the box. Only Swansea heads there. They get it clear as far as 09, who puts it back to Sealt. Sealt with it now, just inside the Sunderland half. Pressure on, gives it back to Patterson. Patterson, big foot through it. Over to the right-hand side, trying to find Styles. Swansea cuts it out. It's a Sunderland throw just inside the Sunderland half on the far side. Taken quickly to Sealt. 209. 09. Foot forward to Bar. Bar's got it on the left now. Job asking for it. Gives it on the inside. It's left for Rusin. Rusin now. Just inside the penalty area. Tries to loop one into the centre where nobody's ever waiting. Comes back to Job. Job trying to do the same thing. He's got two men on him. He loses possession, but Rusin marshals it enough for Bar to pick it up, and it goes out for a Sunderland throw. Bar taken quickly, giving it to Job. Job to 09. 09 in the centre to Ekwa. He's got a man right on his back, turns his man, making a run. Offloads it to Bar on the left. Bar to Yelder with some space in the middle, who puts his foot through it, and it goes for a field goal. Well over. To find these crosses are not even trying to find our players, just putting it into the box aimlessly. Hamir on for them balls into the box, something different. Yeah, Carl, but you guaranteed if you bring Hamir on, them balls wouldn't come into the box anymore. Ball bobbling around now. Heads galore. 09 comes in, puts a head through it, ends up with a Swansea defence. Picked up by Rusin. Good little pickpocket that. Offloads it to Bar, who starts to lose possession. Great battling. Job manages to get it. Free kick given to Swansea. I have no idea why there. That's a terrible decision, that one. Came out the blue. Swansea take it quickly. It's across the left there, just inside their own half. With their left back here. Puts it forward. Big looping ball forward to the left, but nobody's on the end of it. It'll roll all the way to Patterson, who can pick it up on the edge of his area. Gives it out quickly to 09. On the Sunderland left-hand side now to Bar. Bar's got a man with him. Cuts on the inside. Under pressure. Gives it across to Sealt. Sealt now coming forward. Gives it to Hume on the right. Hume to Styles. Styles to Sealt. Back to Styles. Big looping ball in the centre trying to find Job. It's cut out by a Swansea head. Big boot through for Swansea. Gets it to the halfway line. Bit of battling there. And Swansea end up with possession. Swansea retaining possession here again. At the back, Sunderland trying a bit of a higher press here. Putting pressure on Swansea, but it's not sustained. It's in little spats. It's not... I mean, if I was Swansea's manager, would not be worried right now. Seems quite calm. See, the pressure there forces a pass back to the keeper that was short, but nobody else is there to pick up the stray ball. Ball forward, Sunderland get ahead to it. Ends up back with Swansea. Ekwa could pick this up in the middle, and he does. Gives it to Neil. Neil puts it forward to Rusin. Rusin making a run down to the right. Takes a shot. Keeper gets straight to the keeper's hands again. Rusin is getting on the end of some of these, but he's not got a lot of space when he does. That was a good shot to come out of a pressured situation. Swansea playing it short. Sunderland keeping quite a few people high. This could be... a a gamble. Job chasing his man down, gets a foot in. Great tackle from Job. Should be a Sunderland throw because it obviously came off the Swansea player. How would it be going in that momentum and still be a Swansea throw? But, you know, refs don't like us today. Substitution here now. We've got Mundle coming on. Number 28, Styles coming off. Not sure about that decision. Maybe it's just getting him some game time, Styles. Maybe he can't do 90 minutes, but how is Styles off and Job still on the pitch? Who knows? We are at 60 minutes now. Swansea on the attack here again. Through the middle. They put a stray ball. It goes out for a Sunderland goal kick. It's not Mundle for Bar, it's Mundle for Styles that they've done. Styles has done more than Job throughout the entire game, in my opinion. Sunderland with it now. Patterson, 209. Swansea not pressing as high now. They don't need to. 60 minutes gone, still Sunderland 0, Swansea 2. Gives it out to Mundle. Mundle's first touch is here on the right-hand side. Gives it back to Hume. Hume to Ekwa. Back to Hume. Gives it back to Patterson. Hume. Patterson. Ekwa. To Sealt. Sealt puts it across now to 09. 09 will try and make some sort of forward momentum. Gives it to Dan Neil. Dan Neil turns around his man. Keeps it going. He's got Ekwa to the right of him. Gives a ball off to Ekwa, who wasn't running, and to Mundle, who was nowhere near it, right in the centre. Terribly misplaced, misjudged pass there. Not sure you blame Dan Neil or Ekwa on that one. That was a weird one. Substitute coming from Swansea here. That pass was horrendous, yeah. Sunderland with it now. No substitution just yet. Sunderland in possession. Job. He's got options to his right. Gives it to Rusin, I think it is. Rusin take his man on. Gets absolutely mullered on that right-hand side. Sunderland free kick in a dangerous area. Wait and set up. Do not take a quick one here. They're not going to have the option to. They're going to do the substitution. I would like to see set pieces actually frigging worked on. If you're a potential coach or manager watching this, what are you thinking? What are you thinking about this Sunderland team? What a waste of a season, says Darren Horden. Just think, I wonder where we'd be if we'd have kept Mowbray this entire time. Who knows? Who knows? Substitution for Swansea. Jerry Yates on. Jamie Patterson off. Sunderland free kick halfway inside the Swansea half over the far side. Ekwas, the only man stood over it. He's got Mundle to his right as a short option, but it's going to go looping into the centre now. And Sealt just went down so easy. It came to nothing. It went over everyone. That was another waste. Everyone's asking that. All I can think of with Job is he must be absolutely amazing in training to warrant a position on the team, because week in, week out, he's disappointing us on the field. Or is it another one of those that people are forcing coaches to play him because he'll come good, because he'll make us lots of money and he'll be like his brother. Wonderful, blah, blah, blah. Goal kick to Swansea. Ekwa up for it, gets ahead to it, gets it to Rusin, who lays it off to Job, who wasn't making a run. Swansea come away with it again. Sunderland get possession back. We've got with Mundle on the right-hand side. Mundle's got 4 people around him, gives it to Rusin in front of him. Rusin's making the run, gets taken down, completely ankle tapped. He gets his feet taken out. How is that not called? Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a Sunderland throw anyway, nevertheless. And an offside given on Mundle with after the throw. I'm not sure how that foul wasn't called then on Rusin. He's running alongside his man, and his man literally just kicks the right-hand side of his foot, which obviously trips you up, like an ankle tap in rugby. But yeah. Swansea free kick on the edge, just over on the far side. Their goalkeeper going to take this. Obviously going to be a big boot through this one. 65 minutes gone. Sunderland 0, Swansea 2. Comes forward. Seals gets to it. It's with 09, puts it back to Patterson. Patterson puts his foot through the ball. Rusin getting held for making the run off the player. Shouting the ref ignoring it. Swansea on the counter-attack here. 09 and yelled, sandwiched one of the Swansea players there. No foul given. He's on the floor milking it. But we're going to play on anyway. Goes out to the right with Sealt. Sealt with it now to Dan Neil. Dan Neil looks to be in the centre. Gives it to Ekwar. Ekwar back to Sealt. Sealt with 3 around him. Gives it back to Patterson. Back to Sealt. Sealt puts a big foot through it, trying to find Barr on this left-hand side. It does find Barr. Barr offloads it to Job, who tries to knock it on for Barr again, but sold short on that one, unfortunately. Swansea get it away. Only as far as Yelder to Sealt. Yelder again puts a foot through it, trying to get it forward. Barr was offside. I was wondering what they're all putting their arms off for calling, but yeah, Barr was offside, so that's been called late again. I don't think they'll pay the compensation money they'd need to get a manager in, I don't think. Swansea on the counter-attack here, luckily overshot that one. It's gone out far side. It's a Sunderland goal kick in the bottom corner. Ned Kelly says, playing backwards when you're 2-0 down. Sealt with it now. To Mundle. Mundle offloads it to Ekwar, who picks it up in the centre. Ekwar's got options, gives it to Barr out on the left-hand side, who's not offside this time, gives it back to Ekwar. Ekwar looking for options, tries a looping ball over to try and find a run of Job. Swansea get to it, it's up in the air. Battling with his man there, Ekwar, no foul given. He was yanking on his shirt like, with Barr now on the left-hand side. Barr to Yelder. Yelder plays it all the way back to 09, almost loses possession with a heavy touch to Yelder. Tries to turn, plays it out of possession. Swansea throw just in front of the Sunderland technical area. Norton to take this now. Dodds is pulling out one of his assistants with a notepad, well, with pieces of paper and a pen, so passing messages onto the field at some point, I'm guessing. Swansea with possession here with their defence. Loads of space, loads of time. Sunderland eventually trying to push forward a bit. It's with the keeper. They're happy to take their time. 68 minutes in. Long ball forward. I think that was Hume who manages to get ahead to it. Mundle battling to get possession back in the centre. But Swansea come away with it. Good tackle by Hume. Ends up back with Swansea. Ball down the line goes too far and it goes out of play for a Sunderland throw. Just delayed a second. Second ball on the pitch. There we go. Hume takes a throw to Mundle. Mundle's got a man on his back. Brilliant turn by Mundle to keep possession, but came to nothing here. Lots of battling going on. Sunderland get given the free kick this time for no idea. Long ball forward here, came to nothing. We keep trying to find Job on these long balls. He's playing as like the lone striker in the middle. He's got Rusin to his right, Barr to his left. It's not working. He is not working. Ball forward now from Swansea. 09's good to it. Gives it back to Patterson, who will put a big boot through this now. Finds Ekwa. Ekwa gets ahead to it, head on to Mundle. Ekwa gets fouled on the ball as he gets it away to Rusin. Potential advantage there, but not played. Rusin puts it down, takes a quick one to Sealt. Sealt to 09. 09 to Dan Neil in the centre. Dan Neil out left to Barr. Barr running down the wing now. He's got a man on his shoulder all the way. Cuts on the inside. Kicks it, tries to get it across, hits the referee. The smallest guy on the pitch is the referee, and you manage to hit him with the ball. I think Barr's even taller than this referee. Quick drop ball given to Sunderland. Boot given out right to Mundle. Mundle with it now. He's got a one man in front of him. Looks like he's going to try and take it on. Get a cross into the middle. Big kick into the middle. That could have been a shot or a cross. Power, but it ends up in the keeper's hands. Threatening here again, Mundle. Good player. Should have been on from the start, in my opinion. 70 minutes in, still Sunderland 0, Swansea 2. 50 people watching the stream. I appreciate your support here. 2 subs about to be made. It's going to be Rig and Hamir. Not quite yet, though. Waiting for the next break in play for that to happen. Swansea with possession here, taking their time, passing it around at the back because there's no pressure to get any sort of more goals here. And a foul by 09 just inside the Swansea half gives them a free kick and potentially an opportunity for our subs to come on. And it is Rusin coming off for Hamir. I hope they put him in the centre. Please have 09 Job come off. And no, it's Barr coming off. Barr coming off for Rig by the looks of it. Yes, Barr coming off for Rig and Rusin off for Hamir. Again, Job is still on the pitch. This is, I mean, did Beale leave or is he still there? Looping ball in from Swansea, dangerous one. Couldn't quite get the head to it. Ends up on the right-hand side of the Sunderland area. Playing it through. Completely left by Yelder there. Luckily, we got away with that one. And Ekwa gets it clear as far as Mundle gets tackled. Swansea get possession back with their defence now. Mundle trying to make up for that with the pressure now. Sorry, no, it's Hamir there. Trying to put that pressure on. All right, I need to work this out. Okay. Hamir looks to be up front, furthest forward at the moment, so not sure if we change formation yet again. Dan Neil gives it to Hamir, to Ekwa, to Neil, to Sealt, to Hume on the right-hand side, to Sealt, to Neil. Neil in the centre now gives it to, is that Rig? Yeah. Rig to Ekwa, Ekwa back to Neil. 209 to Mundle, who is on this left-hand side now, making a run down this left, cuts between two. It gets dispossessed. Yelder there trying to make up for it and get it back. Looping ball forward, ends up on 09's head. Lays it off for Sealt. Sealt running forward now with the man on his back, offloads it to Ekwa as he's got taken down. No advantage played, no foul given. Ekwa's dispossessed. Swansea on the breakaway now. Coming over the halfway line, over the far side. Deliver a big looping ball forward. Over everyone. Ends up on the far right. They're not going to get to it. It's going to go out for a Sunderland throw. Throw taken. Job comes away with it, gets taken down. Free kick to Sunderland. Taken to Ekwa. Ekwa to Rig. Rig gives it out right to Hume. Hume making a run on the right. He's got options in the centre, but it's a big looping pass again that goes over everyone. Mundle trying to pick it up. Swansea player gets a foot to it, puts it out for a Sunderland throw. 74 minutes gone, still no signs of looking to come back into this at the moment. How is Bellingham still on the pitch? I have no idea. David Brown says KLD needs to wake up instead of talking bloody theory to the Financial Times. Wrong people in charge. Ian Wilkinson agrees. Mundell's on the left, Rigg on the right. Yep. Goal kick taken by Swansea. Head on, only as far as Yelder. Gives it back to Patterson, who puts a big foot through it out to the right-hand side. Picked up by Swansea. Just a stray ball. The long ball's not working either. Nothing's working. Nothing's working. Swansea with it now. Pressure doesn't work if you both go into the same man, lads. Swansea passing it between the two centre-backs and the keeper. It's with the keeper now. Pressure there. Gets the ball away. Goes as far as Hume on the right. Gives it to Rigg. Rigg coming back with it now. Rigg puts a ball forward, trying to find Mundell on the left-hand side. It might find him as he runs onto it. Manages to keep it inside this corner. He's got his man pulling on his arm. He's got two people on him now. No assistance. Gets dispossessed. No foul given. Nothing. I'm not sure if that went out for a throw or not. The camera angle is terrible. Yes, it's a Sunderland throw. Yelder to take this throw. He's got Mundell to his left. He's got Job in front of him. Gives it to Job, who's got a man all over his back. What is going on with these fouls? Yes, it's given. It's given. It's finally given. All over his back every single time. Free kick now for Sunderland in a dangerous area. Can we get anything back? Can we get back into this game? Swansea lining up to do a substitution. Don't think it's happening, though, till after this set piece is taken by the looks of it. Ekwah and Mundell stood over this. I think it'll be Ekwah taking it. It'll be a left foot loop in, trying to find somebody in the box. Could be Mundell. Mundell's off. No, it's Ekwah. Loops one into the centre. It's a straight ball. Is that 09 on the end of it? Yes, get in. Luke 09 gets onto the end of the cross. Sunderland goal. Superb. I had to double take that was 09 then. It stopped me celebrating for a second. Get in. Get one back. There's potential here. Potentially come back. Come on. Have the faith. Have the faith. Looping ball in. 09 reacts well to it. Gets behind his man. The guy in front of him doesn't get anything onto it. Puts his head straight through it. Full power into the far left-hand side. Good goal by the captain, Luke 09. Celebrates. Let's make this. Push us forward now. The kickoff's already been taken through that replay. Swansea with the possession, pulling it back to their defence. Look like a bit more energy about Sunderland now coming at them. Long ball forward down the right-hand side from Swansea. It goes out for a throw. 09 will be taking this one. Picks it up. He offloads it to Yelder. Sorry, Yelder will be taking it, but it's delayed while we do this substitution for Swansea. We are at 77.5 minutes. It is Sunderland 1, Swansea 2. Great goal by the captain, Luke 09. 57 people in the stream. If you're new to the stream, new to the channel, make sure you subscribe and like. Bit of pushing and shoving going on from Swansea. One of their Swansea players. Who's he called? He's going off the pitch. Cullen, do not like him. No like you. Ned Kelly says get in. Conrad says goal. Yes or 9 says Ian Wilkinson. Sunderland throw taken. Ball kicked forward, but it goes over everyone. Ends up with the Swansea goalkeeper. Pressure coming from Hamir there. Long ball forward for Swansea. It's Hume up against his man 17 on the far side. Manages to get a foot to it and give it to Patterson. Not even out for a corner. Excellent play. Patterson gets it forward. Swansea head puts it out for a Sunderland throw just inside our own half. Ekwah gives it to Hume to take quickly. Who gives it back to Ekwah. Ekwah now with it now, looking at his options. Turning. Ooh, a bit last minute that decision. Gives it to Patterson to 09. 09 now. He's got a man right on him. Tries to get it through to Ekwah. That was a dangerous ball. but somehow Ekwa ends up with it. Ekwa, big foot forward at the left, trying to find a run of Mundle, but obviously way too much on it now. Mundle's going to have to keep running because the Swansea keeper's going to let it roll out. There's a bit of time wasting. 79 minutes in, Sunderland 1, Swansea 2. Have some belief. Come on, lads. Have some belief in your own ability. Let's see something. Job looks like he's got some energy in the last 10 minutes all of a sudden. Long ball forward from Swansea. 09 cuts it out with a head, gets us to Mundle. Mundle manages to bring it down. Battles going on there. I think he had a not a high foot. He can't be called for that, but it was a bit of a collision and his foot went into the Swansea player. The free kick has been given. I don't think he'd be booked for that one, though. He was just battling for the ball. He never even looked at the player, to be fair. He's holding his head. He was nowhere near his head. Get up. $80 minutes gone. Sunderland 1, Swansea 2. 61 people in the stream. Really appreciate being here. If you've not already done it, if you hit the like button, it's really appreciated. Swansea with it now on the far right-hand side, trying to deliver one into the centre. 09 tried to cut it out. It was very dangerously, went into the side netting. Potentially almost an own goal there, but it's a Swansea corner. These EFL cameramen are doing my head in. We see a replay for way too long and the play's already halfway in. Swansea's taken the corner. They delivered it into the centre, looping ball. Hume gets his head to it, tries to get it away on the far side. Swansea come in, deliver another one into the centre. And I think that was Sealt on the back of that one this time, cutting it out. It's all Swansea at the moment, still with possession. Just inside the Sunderland half. They've played it all the way back now to their keeper. We need to push forward now, lads. Push up. Their keeper puts a big foot through forward, trying to find their players up front. Cut out by Yelder to Sealt, who then loses possession in a very dangerous area. Swansea on the right-hand side of it now. Tries to cut it back to the centre. He's opening space again on the right. Going to try and deliver one in. Mundle and Yelder there to cut it out. It's Mundle that manages to cut it out in the end, and it goes out for a Swansea corner. It's the simplest mistakes and the worst decisions sometimes. Linesman looked at that. It's not even on. It's not even touching the line. It's not even over the line. Corner anyway. Corner looped in. Patterson's up for it. Manages to pick it out of the air. Looking for the quick reply. Looking round. Looks completely lost. Needs an A to Z. Rolls it out to Yelder on the left eventually. Who gives it to Dan Neil. Dan Neil under pressure. Gives it out right to Sealt. Sealt looking for his options. Same again. Can't deliver anything in time. Comes back to Patterson. We're too slow on making decisions. Too slow. To Job. To Ekwa. Gives it back to Neil. 09, sorry. Ekwa again. Ekwa under pressure there after the pass from Job. Manages to come away with it well. Gives it to Yelder on the left-hand side. Tries to get a ball through. Comes off a Swansea player. And fouls somebody. Swansea were on the counter-attack then. It's a weird way to not play advantage, but Swansea get the free kick. They'll probably be happy with the time wasted at this stage. 83 minutes in. Sunderland 1, Swansea 2. Even though the goal was great from a set piece, it doesn't seem to have picked us up enough to make a charge. Looks like Aushish is on the side, ready to come on. Dodd's just pulling him back, saying, wait a second. It's going to be obviously the next out of play. To Yelder. Yelder, good flick on there from Ekwa. Ends up with Hamir somehow off Rig. Rig did well there. Out to Mundle on the left-hand side. Mundle's got two with him. He can cut on the inside. Puts one into the centre. It rolls through everybody's feet. And it comes out to Swansea on the far side, who will make a breakaway now. Good slide in there for Sealt. Could have took a deflection. Could be a Sunderland throw. Can't quite see there. Great ball right across, literally goes through everybody's feet. Anyone just needed to get a touch on that. That was very unlucky. 09 with it here now to Job, to Ekwa. Ekwa's done quite well in this game. I'm quite impressed with him. To Emir out to the right now with Rig onto it. Goes out for another Sunderland throw on the far side. Be taken by Hume. He's got Rig and Ekwar as options. It's been stopped though while the substitution takes place. It's Yelda coming off and Aushish coming on. Yelda coming off, Aushish coming on. 84.5 minutes gone. Still Sunderland 1, Swansea 2. He'd be straight into the action. He's straight in there for the throw-in. Picks it off the throw-in, but it's dispossessed by Swansea. Neil gets ahead to it. Ends up at Job's feet in front of the box. It's bobbling around. Swansea get it away. Only as far as 09. Can't bring it under control. Loses possession in a very dangerous area. Luckily, neither can the Swansea player. Gives Sunderland a bit of time to get back. That could have been a very dangerous break there, but they both had as much trouble as each other. Aushish running around now, trying to put a bit of pressure on Swansea. Swansea with it inside their own half. Long ball forward, looking for the run of 35. Ronald, and Sealt gets a foot to it. I think he gets mullered afterwards. It looked like he went down after that. Yes. Oh, he's holding his gentleman vegetables. Oh, yep. He stamped on his his foot went onto his thigh and slid up and hit his gents veg. But he's up and going. He's all right. And if you play away and play the lottery, first place is number 2501. Second place is 2974. There you go. Hopefully you've won. Throw in for Swansea here. Taking their time. They're going to hold it in the corner probably as long as they can. Battling there for Mundell forces the... What is going on here? Yeah, the Swansea player knew he was offside. He stood perfectly still and they still passed it towards him. So free kick to Sunderland. Quick one taken back to Patterson. Back to 09. 09 now, just on the left-hand side here for Sunderland. Puts it all the way across to the right to Sealt. Sealt's looking for his options. Long ball forward on the right. Searching ball. Trying to find Aushish, but it ends up with Swansea's possession, who put it back to the keeper. Has to put a foot through it because there's pressure on him straight away. Up in the air now. Hume challenging for it. 09 comes in and takes it, gives it to Ekwar. Ekwar turns and goes with it now. Gives it out to the right to Rig, who loses possession straight away. Swansea on the counter-attack. The break here. There's a guy out to the right that's completely unmanned. He's given it the ball now. Oh, he was given behind him. Luckily, give us some time for 09 to get in front of him. And the shot comes in. Patterson has to make a save on the top left corner of his goal. How many times are we going to look at this guy with his wad up his nose? We don't need to keep seeing it. Can you show me the goddamn play? They're obsessed with this Ronald. Corner coming in from Swansea now. It's a high one going for the back. Heads up for it. Somebody's called foul or free kick or whatever, but either way, it's a Sunderland free kick. What is going on here? Come on. Time wasting at its best by Carl Norton there. And now he's coming off for a sub. He's going to get up and he's going to walk. And he's going to do the little jog back to a walk. Top quality shithousery time wasting. 88 minutes in 88 and 20. 51 people in the stream. Still Sunderland 1, Swansea 2. He's still not got off the pitch for this sub. This is taking forever. I hope they add this on at the end. Goddard's coming off. Good. Maybe the cameraman can stop being obsessed with looking at him when play's going on. Coming up to the 89th minute. Now or never to try and salvage a draw out of it for Sunderland. Oh my God, this cameraman. Look at the play. I don't know what happened, but it's back with Patterson now. Patterson putting a big foot through it. tries to get on it. Al-Shish gets on the end of it, gets a head forward to Job. Well, obviously, it's not going to end up with anything. Ends up at Mundle, though. Mundle got it now. He's got battling with his man. Ends up with possession. Make it a turn. He's got 3 round him. Gives it to Dan Neal. Gives it to Job. Job to Ekwa. We're playing it back here. Comes back to Hume, to Rig, to Ekwa. Gets it forward now to the right. Al-Shish can deliver one into the centre now. Gets cut out by the Swansea player. Swansea retain the possession and get it away. They might be on a break now. Swansea now on this left-hand side. It's Swansea one-on-one here with Hume. Hume backing off his man. It's held up enough for Sunderland to get back. Swansea having to play it back to keep possession. Try to get a little clever flick on, and they managed to keep it in. Or has it gone out? I'm not sure. No, they've kept it in. Nothing's been blown. Keep going. Looked like everyone gave up playing there for a second. Hume with it. Big foot forward from Hume. Trying to find Hamir. Comes back to Swansea. Swansea on the attack again. Puts it out to the left-hand side. Delivers one into the centre. O'Nien gets his head to it out far to Al-Shish. Tries to keep it in and put it across. Swansea end up picking it up again. Good slide in there. Is that Rig that slid in there? Goes out for a Sunderland corner. A Swansea corner. I am miles away. My head is gone. Only 5 minutes of added time. 5 minutes of added time. We're in the 91st minute already. Coming up to 91 minutes shortly. Corner taken short from Swansea. Let's see if they do the same play as they do each time. Comes in. Now he's going to be able to deliver that with no one in the way. Puds too much on it. Goes out far wide. Sunderland slow to react to it. Swansea player manages to get up and get to it first. Al-Shish, though, comes in and pickpockets him. Puts it forward to Mundle, who's making a run. Good stop by Swansea by Wood there, unfortunately. Cuts out Mundle. Now Swansea kicking the ball away here, trying to stop Sunderland playing on. 91 minutes, getting a yellow card for kicking the ball away. And we'll wait another minute while the ref writes it in his book. So the time wasting took 10 seconds, but the ref stopping it for the time wasting has taken a minute so far. O'Nien talking with the 4th official. Something's going on here. The ref coming over having a word with Dodds. Dodds has got a yellow card. Dodds has got a yellow card for coming on the pitch trying to get the ball back after it went out. Trying to stop them time wasting, basically. Fair play to him. Head forward from Job. Ends up with Swansea. There's an offside call there. Not sure who on, but yeah, it's a Swansea free kick. 82.5 minutes gone. 5 minutes added time. Possibly 6 with that last little thing. Sunderland fans are leaving the ground in droves. It's emptying out at the Stadium of Light. Last sub took 5 minutes, says Ned Kelly. Yes, it did indeed. Ball goes out. O'Nien does great to catch it. It made good for the rugby team. Long throw from O'Nien. Gets it to Silt. Puts it out far right to Hume. Puts it forward. Now it's Rig. With getting absolutely pulled. Oh, Jesus, come on. Yanked his arm, yanked him to the floor. Free kick given to Sunderland. More time-wasting tactics by Swansea. The ref is happy to oblige the time-wasting while he pulls out his little pad to take down his name. Not that he couldn't just get his name at the end after this 3 minutes. Atrocious. Long ball in, header, loops over. Mundle challenging for it. Swansea managed to get it away. Down the side, only as far as Dan Neal, who's up challenging for it as well. Dan Neal with it now, gives it to Ekwa. Ekwa to the right to Rig. Rig puts it forward now to Silt, who is right up here for some reason. I had to double check who that was. Silt tries to get it in. It hits the Swansea player, and it goes out for a corner on the second attempt. Sunderland corner in the 94th minute. Are you up there? help us out. Quickly taken to our Sheesh on the outside of the box. Delivers one into the centre. Mundell tries to get ahead to it. Comes far out to Neil. Patterson gets a touch to it. Patterson's up there. Patterson looks... Oh, Job picks it up off Patterson's feet. Could have had the shot. But it ends up it's all over the place here. What is going on? It ends up with Job on the left-hand side. To our Sheesh, to Job. Job going to deliver one into the centre. Off another Swansea player's head. Swansea head out to the throw. Swansea player goes down like a sack of spuds trying to get a foul. Quick throw taken by Rigg. Comes back to Dan Neil. Dan Neil. Everyone's still forward from Sunderland here. Ekwa on the right-hand side. Looks to deliver one in. Anyone needs to get on the end of this. And it's a Swansea player. Comes out to the feet of a Sheesh. Gets a shot away. It looks like it took a deflection. It's going to be another Sunderland corner. Dramatic end to this game here. We are at 94 minutes and 55 seconds. We are done for time and extra time. It's a corner and Patterson is up again. Our Sheesh to take this corner. Into the centre. So the ref... Oh, that was a good corner as well. Ref's blown for something. He's having a word with them. It's going to have to be retaken. That was a good corner as well. Went to a good area. Lightning strike twice. Let's deliver that same ball again. Here it comes into the centre. A bit higher loop in here. Diving header from Patterson. But it doesn't go in. It gets cleared off the line. As far as Ekwa, who's the furthest man back. Well, he's not, luckily. Kicks it back to Hume, who's back there. Gets it forward again. Patterson gets a knock on. It's out in the open. Oh, it's one-on-one with the keeper. Hamir goes sliding in. But the keeper gets to it first and he mullers the keeper. That's going to be it. That's going to be all she wrote. Yeah. That's time there. It decided to freeze up on me last minute, but yeah, we're at full time. Sunderland 1, Swansea 2. Dramatic end to that one to try and get a late equaliser, but let's be fair, we should have never been in that position where we're trying to get a late equaliser that far on. For me, you started the wrong formation, especially when Ballard wasn't in the team. Ballard was missed more than Clark for me as well. Mundell should have played from the start. There is all sorts we can say about that. Well, that was the easier of the upcoming games, allegedly. So we'll see when we go away next game to Norwich and see if we can get anything from an away fixture for a change. CB says, I predict another season in the Championship for the Black Cats. Slight 176 says, no experience, no DM, no striker, no manager, no ambition, no working model. Conrad says, no, but was class crowd of the night for Leeds. Yeah. Insane. Ned Kelly says, who the F picks the team? Indeed, because I don't know why Job was still on the pitch at all. No idea there. Paul says, thanks, Mike. Thank you. Appreciate you all joining me. 60 odd of you in at the time. Make sure you hit like before you leave. It'd be really appreciated. Psych Mod says, got to play 90 minutes, not looking good for the next few games. Yep, that's about it. And if you can hear in the background, I apologise. There's a shouting child, which I will shortly have to go and attend to. If only God was listening to us. No, God ignores us. Your black cat wants to go out. That's not a cat. That's a baby. It's a child, yes, having a paddy. So I will have to go and deal with that. I appreciate you all joining me. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe, hit like on the way out. Even if you're not new, don't forget we do have membership on the channel as well. It's only $1.99 a month. It keeps us going. It's a great help, and it's always appreciated, the same as any super chats. Every donation is really appreciated, and it helps to build and grow the channel. So thank you for your support, and I will see you either Thursday for our usual Thursday night live, or if I'm not on that, I will see you on the next match day. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all soon.